What up? Coming straight up out the theater from seeing Candyman 2021. It's basically the true sequel to the, I believe, 1998, 97 Candyman. This has continued a trend for me this year because I was so hyped for this movie, like super excited to go and see this movie. I should preface by saying it was just okay. It was all right in my book. It could have been so much more, and it just wasn't. The trend this year being everything I've been hyped for has been hella disappointing, but everything that I'm like, I could skip it. I end up watching it on a whim, and I absolutely love it. So temper your expectations, kids, because it's the dream killer for sure. I was super excited for this movie. Jordan Peele's a producer, writer on it. The cast was good. I love the original Candyman. I think it's really good. I rewatched it a few weeks ago, and like this movie has a lot going for it. Like visually, it's beautiful. I think the way Nia DaCosta directs everything looks great. I'm excited to see her work on the Marvels when that comes out next year, I believe. But I don't know. The whole thing just didn't quite click together for me. It never quite landed. I felt like things could have been a little more fleshed out. I think a factor was like through all the marketing and stuff, they make it pretty clear. So I don't know to handle this as a spoiler or not. Spoilers all the same. In the marketing, the main guy, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, the character that he plays is the baby that gets kidnapped in the original Candyman. And like that's all up in the marketing. That's been like an obvious talking point amongst people who were excited for the movie. But when I watched it, they treat it like it's this big twist. Like, you didn't know that, did you? And it's like, well, if you're a Candyman fan, if you had just watched Candyman like the night before to catch up on this thing, you definitely knew what the case was. With about 30 minutes left of the movie, I'm like, I see where this is going, and it's exactly where this movie went. All in all, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Give it that 0.5 for potential boosted score up. 7 out of 10 for me. Didn't quite live up to my hype. It's not that it was bad, but you could see the better movie it could have been, and it just never quite hits that level. That's my opinion straight up out the theater. We'll see if it changes by the end of the year.